For years, a green card meant security, a chance to build a life in America, but today that sense of safety is fading. Political shifts and policy changes have sparked new fears among green card holders. The rules feel less certain and the future more unpredictable. With talk of stricter enforcement and changing definitions, many now wonder, is my status truly safe? Even those who followed every rule worry that past mistakes or new interpretations could threaten their residency. The ground is shifting and the sense of permanence is eroding. We'll break down what's fueling this anxiety and what it means for you. Our goal: clarity, not panic, so you can protect yourself and your family. Let's navigate this uncertainty together. A green card once meant the end of the immigration struggle, a foundation for a new life. But now that foundation feels shaky. Stricter policies could make it easier to lose permanent residency, even for old or minor issues. The difference between a green card and citizenship is more important than ever. A green card can be taken away. Retroactive enforcement and expanded deportation criteria have many rethinking their security. We'll explain these changes, the legal distinctions, and how to protect your rights. Knowledge is your best defense in uncertain times. Let's move from fear to empowerment. Many believe a green card is a permanent shield, but that's a myth. Permanent residency comes with conditions, and those conditions are under stricter scrutiny. Laws that once targeted only serious crimes now reach further, sometimes retroactively. Even old mistakes can threaten your status. The Immigration and Nationality Act gives the government broad power to revoke green cards for a range of reasons. The focus has shifted from just undocumented immigrants to all non-citizens, including long-term residents. The rules are being enforced more aggressively, and the sense of security is fragile. Understanding these realities is the first step to protecting yourself. Stay informed, your status depends on it. Criminal convictions are a leading cause of deportation for green card holders. Crimes labeled as aggravated felonies or crimes involving moral turpitude can trigger removal, even for old offenses. The definitions are broad and can include theft, fraud, or even some DUIs. A single conviction can mean deportation, often with no chance for appeal. Even plea deals or no contest pleas count as convictions for immigration purposes. Past mistakes, even those thought resolved, can resurface under new enforcement priorities. The rules can change, and the stakes are high. If you face criminal charges, consult an immigration attorney immediately. Don't assume a minor offense is harmless. Protect your future by understanding the risks. Green card holders can also lose status for technical violations, not just crimes. Staying outside the U.S. too long, failing to maintain ties, or not filing taxes can be seen as abandoning residency. Lying on immigration forms, even years ago, can lead to revocation if discovered. Changes in personal circumstances like divorce after a marriage-based green card can trigger investigations. Even small administrative errors, like not reporting a new address, can be used against you. In today's climate, every detail matters. Vigilance is essential. Follow all rules, no matter how minor. If your situation changes, seek legal advice. Your status depends on careful compliance. A green card holder's life can look similar to that of a U.S. citizen. Both can live anywhere, own property, work, pay taxes, and are generally protected by U.S. laws. However, a green card grants privileges while citizenship grants rights. Privileges can be granted and taken away. Rights of a U.S. citizen are embedded in the Constitution. A U.S. citizen has the right to live in the United States and cannot be deported for any reason. They also have the right to vote in federal elections. A green card holder can be removed from the country. A U.S. citizen travels with a U.S. passport, which guarantees their right to re-enter. Citizenship offers the most security and the broadest set of rights and benefits. The greatest difference between a green card and citizenship is protection against deportation. This is the shield every citizen possesses. Once naturalized, a U.S. citizen can never be deported. Even if a citizen commits a serious crime, they face the justice system like any other citizen but cannot be stripped of citizenship and removed. Citizenship provides ultimate peace of mind that a green card can't offer. The fear of removal disappears completely. The government cannot use a pre-naturalization issue to deport you. The only exception is if citizenship was obtained through fraud. Citizenship removes vulnerability and guarantees your future in the U.S. Citizenship offers protection but also new responsibilities. Taking the oath of allegiance is a commitment to support and defend the Constitution. This includes serving on a jury if called. Naturalization has requirements. You must be a permanent resident for a period of time. Applicants must also pass an English and civics test. As a citizen, you can vote. You can also travel with a U.S. passport. For many, the greatest opportunity is the ability to help family members immigrate. It is the final step in the immigration journey, replacing uncertainty with security. During his first term, President Trump's administration focused on aggressive immigration enforcement. Executive orders changed deportation priorities, targeting nearly any non-citizen, including green card holders. This shift created widespread fear, granting ICE agents more authority and curtailing prosecutorial discretion. The administration also made procedural changes, increasing application complexity and slowing processing times. These actions created an invisible wall to slow legal immigration, making renewals and citizenship applications more stressful. These policies serve as a blueprint for a potential second term, with legal groundwork in place for aggressive enforcement. This history indicates potential policies and scrutiny green card holders might face in the future. Looking ahead to a potential second term, a detailed playbook has already been written. It is called Project 2025, created by conservative organizations with close ties to Donald Trump. This document outlines a plan to reshape the federal government with a significant portion dedicated to immigration. One central proposal is the mass roundup and deportation of millions of people, potentially sweeping up lawful permanent residents. The proposal involves using the military and deputizing local police, creating a massive enforcement dragnet. The project also proposes to reinterpret laws to expand deportation categories. Moreover, Project 2025 details a plan to fundamentally restructure the agencies that handle immigration, gutting the existing system and focusing solely on enforcement. For green card holders, this means the path to citizenship could become much more difficult. A key part of Trump's immigration strategy involves targeting the legal immigration system itself. One tool used during his first term was the expansion of the public charge rule. The Trump administration redefined it in a much broader way. The new rule made it more difficult for immigrants who used, or were deemed likely to use, a wider range of public benefits to get a green card or renew their status. Although the Biden administration has since rescinded the Trump-era rule, Trump has vowed to bring it back in an even stricter form if he returns to office. Beyond the public charge rule, Trump has also discussed plans to end birthright citizenship. This is the constitutional principle guaranteed by the 14th Amendment that anyone born in the United States is a U.S. citizen. Furthermore, proposals have been floated to limit the ability of green card holders to sponsor family members. The goal would be to move the U.S. toward a more merit-based system, prioritizing applicants with specific job skills or higher education levels over family ties. Under a potential second Trump administration, the focus on deporting green card holders with any criminal record would likely intensify dramatically. As outlined in Project 2025, the plan is to use every legal tool available to maximize removals. This includes dedicating more resources to identifying permanent residents with old convictions, even for minor, non-violent offenses. The administration would probably pressure prosecutors to seek convictions that carry immigration consequences and instruct ICE to aggressively pursue these cases. The margin for error for any green card holder would shrink to zero, since even a minor brush with the law could lead to detention and deportation proceedings. A particularly alarming area of focus would be on denaturalization. This is the process of stripping a naturalized person of their U.S. citizenship. While historically very rare and reserved for cases of serious fraud like hiding involvement in war crimes, the Trump administration showed a new willingness to pursue this path. During his first term, a new office was established within USCIS specifically to identify individuals for denaturalization. A second term would likely see this effort expanded significantly. The government could start scrutinizing old naturalization applications for any minor error or omission, looking for a reason to argue that the citizenship was illegally obtained. This push for denaturalization creates a new level of fear, even for those who have already become U.S. citizens. The idea that your citizenship, the ultimate shield against deportation, could be challenged is deeply unsettling. The process could be initiated based on discrepancies found when a person applies for a passport or for benefits for a family member. For example, if a small detail on a naturalization application does not match information on another document, it could trigger a full investigation. This turns the promise of permanent security into another source of anxiety, forcing even citizens to worry that their past could be used against them to revoke their status. Ultimately, the vision laid out by Trump and his allies is one where the distinction between legal and illegal status becomes blurred in the eyes of enforcement. The goal is to reduce the overall number of immigrants in the country, and achieving that means targeting every category of non-citizen. For green card holders, this means their status as lawful permanent residents would offer less protection than ever before. They would be subject to constant scrutiny, with past mistakes potentially leading to devastating consequences. The policies aim to make life so uncertain and difficult for immigrants that even those with legal status might feel unwelcome, transforming the American dream into a source of constant worry. In uncertain times, knowledge is your shield. Green card holders must understand their rights. If stopped by law enforcement, remember you have the right to remain silent and speak to a lawyer. Avoid trouble with the law. Even minor offenses can have consequences. Regarding your home, agents need a warrant signed by a judge to enter. You don't have to open the door without one. Carry your green card, but consult a lawyer before handing it over. Keep your documents in order. Check your green card's expiration date and renew it well in advance. The single most effective step to secure your future in the United States is to become a U.S. citizen. Citizenship is the only status that provides absolute protection from deportation. It transforms your status into a permanent, undeniable right. The process of becoming a citizen is called naturalization. Generally, you must be a green card holder for at least 5 years or 3 years if married to a U.S. citizen. You will also need to pass a test on English and U.S. civics. There are also countless free or low-cost community resources that can help you prepare for the tests. The protection and peace of mind that citizenship offers are worth overcoming these challenges. Given the potential for stricter immigration policies, the time to act is now. By pursuing citizenship, you are building an unbreakable wall around the life you have worked so hard to create. No one should have to navigate the complexities of immigration law alone. Building a relationship with a qualified immigration attorney before you have a problem is one of the smartest investments you can make. Do not wait until you are in a crisis. A good lawyer can review your entire immigration history, identify any potential red flags or past issues, and advise you on the best course of action. They can help you understand if an old conviction could cause problems and can guide you through the process of cleaning up your record if possible. Having an experienced attorney on your side provides you with expert guidance and a powerful advocate dedicated to protecting your rights. When seeking legal help, it is crucial to be cautious. Beware of notarios or immigration consultants who are not licensed attorneys. While they may seem cheaper, they are not authorized to give legal advice and can often do more harm than good, sometimes making mistakes that can lead to deportation. Always seek out a reputable immigration lawyer or a Department of Justice accredited representative who works for a nonprofit organization. You can find trusted legal help through organizations like the American Immigration Lawyers Association or the National Immigration Legal Services Directory. Taking the time to find the right legal expert is essential for your defense. Beyond legal assistance, there is immense strength in community. Connect with local immigrant rights organizations and support networks. These groups often provide free Know Your Rights workshops, legal clinics, and updates on changing immigration policies. They create a space where you can share information and experiences with others who are facing similar concerns. Knowing you are not alone can be a powerful antidote to fear and isolation. These community networks can also organize to advocate for fair policies and provide support to families who are facing immigration challenges, creating a collective shield that is stronger than any individual one. Finally, prepare your family for any possibility. This is not about creating fear, but about being responsible and prepared. Create a family safety plan. This should include having important documents organized and accessible, designating a trusted friend or family member who can care for your children if necessary, and ensuring key family members have the name and number of your immigration lawyer. This preparation ensures that if a crisis does occur, your family is protected and knows exactly what steps to take. By combining legal preparedness, community support, and family planning, you build multiple layers of defense to safeguard your life in the United States. The question of whether a green card holder is safe under a potential second Trump term does not have a simple yes or no answer. The landscape of U.S. immigration policy is complex and subject to dramatic shifts. As we have explored, a green card, while a symbol of permanence, is a conditional status that can be revoked. The policies proposed by Trump and his allies, outlined in plans like Project 2025, signal a clear intention to increase scrutiny, expand the grounds for deportation, and challenge the very foundations of our legal immigration system. This creates a legitimate and understandable fear for the millions of lawful permanent residents who have built their lives in this country. However, fear does not have to be the final word. This discussion has been designed not to alarm, but to arm you with the most powerful tool available: knowledge. Understanding the specific risks is the first step toward mitigating them. Knowing your constitutional rights when interacting with law enforcement is your first line of defense. We have seen that the policies aim to create an environment of uncertainty, but by being informed, you can replace that uncertainty with proactive and strategic action. You have the power to protect yourself by living a cautious life, staying organized, and being aware of the rules. The ultimate message is one of empowerment. You are not a passive observer in this story. You are an active participant in securing your own future. This means building your defenses by seeking out qualified legal advice now and connecting with community organizations that offer support. Most importantly, for those who are eligible, it means pursuing the ultimate shield of U.S. citizenship. Naturalization is the only path that permanently removes the threat of deportation and transforms your conditional status into an absolute right. It is the most definitive step you can take to ensure your American dream is not subject to the shifting political winds. As we conclude, remember to stay informed, stay prepared, and stay resilient. The journey for many immigrants is one of courage and perseverance. We hope this information has provided clarity and a sense of direction. Your future in this country is worth fighting for. Thank you for joining us for this important discussion. For more updates and clear information on immigration, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. By staying connected, we can continue to navigate these challenges together.